Hey guys, on Silver Silas here. He's a kind of 3-year-old stallion from Fleetwood Farms quarter horses. I heard a statistic once that 8 out of 10 horses are stronger in the left lead, and I'd have to say I agree. I ride a lot of horses, and most of the time they're stronger picking up the left than the right. Just like people, left-handed, right-handed. And this colt is very strong in that left lead and has a hard time picking up his right lead. And so for the first couple months, I honestly don't care that much about it. If they really are struggling, I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it because he doesn't have in those first couple months, they don't have the body control to really be able to set them up to pick up the proper lead. But now that he's far enough along, we've been working on our lead departure some. I'm going to show you how we get it done. In my foundation video series on my website, I actually am riding his half-sister, and I show the beginnings of this exercise. So if you haven't seen how to start doing this exercise, go on there. If you have, here's some of the next steps.
So we're working this colt on the rail. The rail gives you guidance, gives you direction, so you're not having to focus on quite as many things at once. I'm asking that hip to come in, waiting for that hip to tuck up underneath and that head to soften a little bit, and then I'll walk out. We're gonna lope out this time, just waiting for that body to be in the right position. And so that wasn't the prettiest departure, and actually as soon as we departed, he really dropped that shoulder. You noticed right afterwards, I picked up that inside shoulder. And so I picked up on, right there, I'm picking up that inside shoulder. So the reason that he's stiff or not wanting to pick up that right lead there is because that shoulder has a tendency to drop in. And that is where he's gonna lead with that outside leg because that shoulder is more elevated. And as we refine it, it'll get better. One key thing to make sure when you're working on lead departures is don't lope out every time. You notice I come to the rail and I get him to get that body in the right position, walk a couple steps, and then just walk out. Now, right here, he's lacking that forward motion. He sometimes has a tendency to get a little stuck. And a lot of horses will, because I call this the brain teaser. This really stretches a horse's brain, makes them think, because you're asking a lot of things. You're asking that shoulder to stay up, that hip to come in, and that head to soften. It's just a practice. It takes a lot of feel on the part of the rider too. I love to take lots of opportunities, especially with him as he struggles a little with that, dropping that shoulder, to pick that shoulder up, move him out. Here, we'll do one more lead departure for you. And so he didn't drop his shoulder in quite as bad on that one. You noticed how he put his head up quite high when he was going out into that departure. That's something that will refine over time. He's pretty green to this. I'm excited how this colt is progressing. He's doing very well, and he's giving us the opportunity to work through some of these things that's quite common with a lot of horses.
I hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope that you're able to learn a little bit on how to pick up leads and do lead departures from that. If you haven't got the beginnings of that exercise, go to my website, barjailhorsetraining.com. In the membership area, I have my whole training process leading up to that exercise there. A huge thank you to Hey Boss Feeders for sponsoring me. If you haven't seen their feeders, I love them. I have some posts about them. Take a look, go visit their website. And guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.